So you know, this is velocity, this is time. So area under VT graph, what it gives? Area means length into breadth. In length velocity, in breadth time. Velocity into time is what is this? Displacement. So it will be displacement, you know. Area under VT graph, it will give us the displacement. So what is the area? There is a triangle, ABC triangle plus AODC is a rectangle. Two areas are there. One is a triangle and another is a rectangle. So total area is area of triangle ABC plus area of AODC rectangle. That is total area, that is equal to displacement, and we are denoting the sign of this displacement by S. So what is the area of triangle? Half into base. What is the area of triangle is given as half into base into height. What is base? Base is AC. The triangle base is AC into height. What is the height of triangle? BC. Plus area of rectangle. What is area of rectangle? Length into breadth. What is length? Length is AC. And what is breadth? Breadth is CD. So these are the points. So what is this AC? Here time t, here 0. So what is t? AC is t. So AC is equals to t. Okay. So what is BC? BC is V minus U. So what is CD? CD is U. CD की height कितनी है? U. CD is equals to U. So we got all the parameters. Half into what is the value of AC? AC is having T. So what is the value of BC? BC is having a value of V minus U. Plus what is the value of AC? T. What is the value of CD? U is equals to S. So what it becomes? We have to note down that concept, because here it is coming V minus U, but in our requirement there is no V minus U. U is there, T is there, U is there, T is there. Its requirement is getting completed, but T is also there and T is also there. T is also there and T is also there, but V minus U is not there. We are not, but acceleration is there. Okay, so write again in next page. S is equals to what we have achieved, ut plus half into t into v minus u. That means this is not required, but we know that acceleration is equals to v minus u upon t. So what is the value of this v minus u? V minus u can be written as acceleration into time. So put this value of v minus u here. The equation gets modified. S is equal to ut plus half into t into at. T into t, t square. A half plus ut is equals to s. So equation is s is equal to ut plus half at square. So second equation of motion has been derived. So this equation tells the distance covered by object after time t. So this equation tells distance covered by object after time t. Okay, so this is second equation. So do the numerical related to this equation. A bus at rest. Rest means u equals to 0. After rest it accelerates. Acceleration is uniform to a velocity of 54 km per hour in 20 seconds. So final velocity it has attained as 54 in how many time? 20 seconds. So they have given you u. They have not given any information about the acceleration, but they have given the final velocity and they have given the time. So how much distance is traveled by this bus in 20 seconds? So you know acceleration is equals to v minus u upon t. You know you can calculate the acceleration because you are having u also, you are having v also, you are having t also. You can calculate the acceleration. If you have calculated the acceleration, you are having u also. You have to calculate distance in 20 seconds. So you can calculate distance by this equation. Put t is equal to 20, t is equal to 20. Acceleration you will calculate by the formula v minus u upon t. So acceleration you will calculate by this formula, v minus u upon t. So this is a numerical. Note down the statement. So this is the statement. You can pause the video and note down the statement. So here it is in second and velocity is in kilometer per hour. Convert it to smaller unit. When the velocity is given in kilometer per hour, multiply it by 5 by 18. It will get converted into meter per second. So now we have to derive the third equation of motion. Third equation of motion says v square minus u square is equals to 2as. You have to consider the same graph. Here it's velocity and here it's time. So velocity is u, initial velocity at time 0. So at time t it has got the velocity of v. So put this point as a, put this point as b, put this point as c, and this point is o, suppose. So a, b, c, o, it's a trapezium. So area under the velocity time graph again gives the displacement, you know. So what is the area shape here? The area shape is trapezium. So you know the formula of trapezium, half into sum of parallel sides, because trapezium is having two parallel sides. These are the parallel sides. Half into sum of two parallel sides into perpendicular distance between the parallel sides. This is the way of calculating the area of a trapezium. Okay, so we will start from the same concept, area covered under VT graph. What it gives? It gives displacement. Okay, like this. So what is the area? Area is ABCO. So area ABCO. It's a trapezium, na? So it will give the displacement. Displacement is represented by S. So the area of trapezium is half into sum of parallel sides, because trapezium is having two parallel sides. Trapezium is having, this is first parallel side and this is second parallel side, and this is the perpendicular distance between the parallel sides. Half into sum of parallel sides into perpendicular distance between parallel sides is equals to S. So half into, what are the parallel sides? First parallel side name is AO. So first parallel side name is AO, because we have to take the sum, sum of both the parallel sides. Sum first parallel side plus second parallel side. So what is second parallel side? BC. Next concept is, we have taken the sum. Next concept is into. After that we have to write the perpendicular distance between parallel sides. So this is first parallel side, this is second parallel side. Perpendicular distance is OC. This is perpendicular distance, 90 degree. OC is equals to S. You have to take the value of AO. The AO is having a value of U. AO is having a value of U, and BC is having a value of V. What is the height of BC? V. And what is the value of this perpendicular distance OC? It is T. So you have got the value of this AO. You have got the value of BC. You have got the value of OC. So half into, what is the value of AO? AO is U. And what is the value of BC? BC value is V. Into, what is the value of OC? OC is T, is equals to S. In equation we require T, and T is coming or not? No, T is not coming, but here T is coming, so we have to eliminate T. Acceleration is the same expression you have to use, V minus U upon T. T come this side, so what will mean? V minus U upon acceleration. So in place of T we can write V minus U upon A. So this is half into, so what is this, U plus V or V plus U? You can write anything, V plus U into T. Now we will not write the T, we will write the value of T. What is the value of T? V minus U upon acceleration is equals to S. So what is this? A plus B into A minus B. What is the formula of A plus B into A minus B? A square minus B square, or what lies in the denominator, multiplication of 2A is equals to S. So what this equation turns to, V square minus U square is equals to 2AS, like this. V square minus U square is equals to 2S. So this is the third equation. So this is the third equation of motion. So this you have to study. So I'm giving you the numerical related to this equation now. Note down that. So where this equation is used, suppose you know the initial velocity of a car, you know the acceleration of a car, and you know the car has traveled as a distance, then you can calculate the final velocity of car. So this equation can be used where you know U, where you know A, where you know S. You can use that equation. So here they are saying the velocity of a car increases 5 to 10. 5 is the initial, U is given, and V is given. It has traveled a distance of 50 meters. That means now they have provided you S, they have provided you U, they have provided you V. Find the acceleration of the car. You know the simple formula of acceleration is V minus U upon T. V is there, U is there, but T is not there, so you can't find the acceleration. So you have to apply this formula. V square minus U square is equal to 2A into S. Final velocity is there, initial velocity is there, distance is there, and you can easily find the acceleration. So this is the numerical that you have. Note down this, the definition of this numerical. You have to do it in your fair notebook. Okay, you can pause the video and note down the definition. So there is a fourth extra target. Equation of motion of 3, there is a target. You have to find the distance traveled by object in nth second. Okay, you have to find that. How you can find that? Nth second can be 100th second, 500th second. Nth second can be in 20th second you have to find, in 100th second you have to find, in 500th second you have to find. So you have to develop a formula. That means which is calculating the distance in nth second. This is your target. So draw the same graph. Okay, suppose I'm calculating at 100th second. This is nth second, suppose. And what is less than 100th? That is 99th. First 99th second will come, then 100th second will come. So if it is n, it is n minus 1. Okay. So what is this? 100 minus 99. So what is this? This is 1 second. Okay. So this is a concept. if you want to calculate, that means when I'm drawing the graph now, I'm taking two times, one is 0 and one is t. That means here I will consider two times, one is nth second and we here n minus 1 second, I will consider 2. Okay, so I am always considering two velocities and two times. Now here also I will consider two times. One time I will take nth second and one time I will take n minus 1th second, because prior to n only n minus 1 will come. Means 100 से पहले क्या आता है 99 ही आएगा, n से पहले क्या आता है n minus 1. जब मैं nth की डिस्कशन करूँगा तो n minus 1 भी डिस्कशन में लूँगा. So this is velocity. Okay, suppose time is 0 and velocity is u. Suppose what happens, यहाँ पे टाइम जो हो जाता है that is t is equals to n minus 1th second n minus 1, and suppose velocity is v n minus 1, and now here time is nth second suppose, and velocity is, suppose the velocity has achieved by the object is v nth. Okay, at n minus 1th second the velocity is vn minus 1, at nth second the velocity is vn. This is time. You have to consider, you suppose, let the object is having an initial velocity of u after n minus 1th second. You have to write all these wordings. It has gained vn minus 1th velocity, and at nth second it has gained vnth, suppose like this. Okay, so you know that you make it as a point A, you make it as point B, you make it as point C, you make it as D. So this is a velocity time graph. So your target is to find distance. So the area under the velocity time graph, because I will be considering only for 1th second only, मुझे एक ही सेकंड का चाहिए. So nth n minus 1, this is only 1 second, because my target is to find only in 1 second. That 1 second can be anything, it can be any second. Okay, सपोज मेरी गाड़ी ने 99 सेकंड में 90 पूरे 9 सेकंड में जब मैं घर से चला कवर कर लिया 500, और जब 100 सेकंड हुए तो कवर कर लिया 600 मान लो. अब 100 सेकंड की दूरी को माइनस करो 99 सेकंड की दूरी से, 99 तो ख़त्म हो गए, मतलब लास्ट वाले सेकंड में कितना कवर हुआ 100 कवर हुआ. तो लास्ट वाला सेकंड कौन सा था 100th सेकंड. अगर मुझे वो 100th सेकंड में कैलकुलेट करना है तो मुझे ये दूरी 99 सेकंड वाली भी लेनी ही पड़ेगी, क्योंकि 99 सेकंड में कितना कवर हुआ 500, पूरे 100 में कितना कवर हुआ 600. तो 600 माइनस 500 मीन्स दूरी लास्ट वाले सेकंड में, जो लास्ट वाला सेकंड था उसमें कितनी डिस्टेंस कवर हुई है 100. तो लास्ट वाला सेकंड कौन सा था 100th सेकंड ही तो था. ओके, ऐसे पता लगता है. So that's why I have taken n and n minus 1. When means I will means consider them both na, nth and nth minus 1. I'm going to get the distance in nth second only. Okay, so अगर मैं एरिया nth और nth minus 1 सेकंड में देख रहा हूँ, अगर मैं वेलोसिटी टाइम का एरिया इतनी सेकंड में देख रहा हूँ तो किस में देख रहा हूँ मैं, वो nth सेकंड में ही देख रहा हूँ. जैसे मैं बात कर रहा हूँ, एक 99th सेकंड है दैट इज़ n minus 1, एक 100th सेकंड है दैट इज़ nth सेकंड. सपोज मुझे nth सेकंड में काम करना है तो आई हैव टू माइनस दैम. मीन्स मुझे इन दो में प्ले करना पड़ेगा, nth n-1 में, nth माइनस में। तो अगर मैं इन दोनों में प्ले कर रहा हूँ तो आखिरकार जो मुझे डिस्टेंस मिलेगा वो किस में मिलेगा, nth सेकंड में ही मिलेगा। इफ आई एम कैलकुलेटिंग इन n-1, इफ आई एम कैलकुलेटिंग इन nth, आई एम गोइंग टू गेट द रिजल्ट ऑफ nth ओनली। तो इसलिए अगर मैं nth और n-1 में कैलकुलेट कर रहा हूँ तो मुझे रिजल्ट तो nth में आने वाला है। सो एरिया अंडर VT graph, what it tells, displacement, okay, displacement. You know, I'm taking 2 seconds, nth second and n-1 second. So which displacement I'm going to get? I'm going to get displacement in nth second. हम 2 सेकंड ले रहे हैं, n-1 भी ले रहे हैं, पर रिजल्ट हमें किस में आ रहा है, nth में आ रहा है, 100th सेकंड में आ रहा है। 99 में 500 हुई है, 100 सेकंड में 600 हुई है, तो लास्ट सेकंड में कितनी हुई है, 100 हुई है। तो ये लास्ट सेकंड का रिजल्ट आ रहा है। सो आई एम गोइंग टू गेट द डिस्प्लेसमेंट इन दिस। सो व्हाट इज द एरिया अंडर दी, सो एरिया ऑफ ट्रेपीजियम, ट्रेपीजियम का नाम दे दो, वो कौन सा है जो लास्ट सेकंड में ट्रेपीजियम बना है। सो लास्ट सेकंड में ट्रेपीजियम कौन सा बना है, ABCD। अगर हम लास्ट सेकंड का एरिया कैलकुलेट करेंगे तो हमें डिस्प्लेसमेंट भी किसकी मिलने वाली है, लास्ट सेकंड की ही मिलने वाली है। तो लास्ट सेकंड के लिए हमें दो चीज़ें चाहिए होती हैं, एक लास्ट सेकंड, एक उससे पहले वाला सेकंड। सो व्हाट इज द एरिया, एरिया इज हाफ इनटू ट्रेपेजियम सम ऑफ पैरेलल साइड्स इनटू perpendicular distance between parallel sides is equals to SNth. So what is the sum parallel side? First parallel side is AD and second parallel side is BC. Half into first parallel side is AD and second parallel side is BC. And what is the perpendicular distance between the parallel sides? CD is the perpendicular distance between two parallel sides. Okay. CD is equals to SNth. So you calculate the value of AD. What is the value of AD? AD value is Vn minus 1. So AD value is Vn minus 1. V velocity at n minus 1 second. So what is the value of BC? The value of BC is Vn, velocity at nth second. What is the velocity of this value of CD? CD value is n minus 1. CD, it's having n value, it's having n minus value. What is the means? From O, from origin, its distance is n minus 1 and its distance is n. So what is this distance? N minus this. So what is this? N minus n plus 1. So what is the value of this CD? Its value will be 1. ये n minus 1 है, ये n है, n में से n minus 1 कम कर दो, कितना आ जाएगा, 1 आ जाएगा। तो CD की डिस्टेंस आ गया 1 is equals to SNth. So we don't know the value of Vn, we don't know the value of Vn minus 1. ये velocity है nth सेकंड में, ये velocity है n minus 1 सेकंड में, but we know the velocity after t seconds, u plus at. This is the velocity after t second. So what will be the velocity after n second? जहाँ t है वहाँ n पुट कर दो, so ये velocity आ गई n सेकंड में. So what will be the velocity at n minus 1 second? जहाँ t है वहाँ पुट कर दो n minus 1, क्योंकि ये velocity है t सेकंड में, ये velocity है n सेकंड में, तो n minus 1 में कितनी velocity होगी, इतनी होगी. So you got the value of Vn, यहाँ पुट कर दो. You got the value of Vn minus 1, यहाँ पुट कर दो. So half into Vn minus 1 value is u plus multiply करो an minus a. So we have put the value of this Vn minus 1, u plus an minus a. Then it's plus, to put plus here. So put the value of Vn. What is the value of Vn? U plus an. Okay, is equals to SNth, because it's multiplying by 1, so we can remove it. So what is going to cut? Anything is going to cut or not? So it's nothing, I think it's 2u, and what it means, 2u, an means 2an minus a into half, this is nth. So what is common here? Its common is a. So here its common is a. Okay, so make it as a common. What remain in the bracket? 2n minus 1 plus 2u into half. It will give nth. So divide this by 2. This is a one term and this is a one term. Divide this by 2. Divide this, because it is 1 by 2 is outside bracket. So 2u by 2 plus a 2n minus 1 upon 2 is equal to snth. So this 2 by 2 will get cancelled. So snth is u plus a by 2, 2n minus 1. So this is the relation. So this is the distance covered after nth second. So this is very important relation. Distance covered after nth second. So note down the numerical based on this nth concept. A car is there, suppose it moves 10 meter, 10 meter जाती है in 4th second. Time is given. That means s fourth it is given. It is 10 meter. You know the formula of s nth. Put n equals to 4 in that formula. Okay. Put n equals to 4 here. And total s nth value is given is 10 meter. You can now turn the 10 meter. And put here as 4. And 6th second में कितना जाती है? 15 meter. You can put as 6th here. ये सेकंड इक्वेशन बन जाएगी और यहाँ क्या आ जाएगा 15. दो इक्वेशन बन जाएंगी. ये दिस इज अ डिफरेंट थिंग. 4th second 10 मीटर, 6th second 15 मीटर, दिस इज सेकंड थिंग. टू इक्वेशंस विल बी मेड. सो एक इक्वेशन बनेगी ये 10 के कॉरस्पॉन्ड 10 मीटर, और इक्वेशन बनेगी ये 15 कॉरस्पॉन्डिंग टू 6th second. ओके, मीन्स कंपेयर दीज टू इक्वेशंस, यू विल गेट द वैल्यू ऑफ एक्सेलरेशन. ओके, एक्सेलरेशन आ जाएगी आपके पास. अगर एक्सेलरेशन आती है तो यू विल ऑल्सो गेट द यू. दिस इज एक्स वाई कंसेप्ट ना, लीनियर इक्वेशन इन टू वेरिएबल. यू विल गेट यू ऑल्सो, यू विल गेट ए ऑल्सो बाय दिस इक्वेशन. यू हैव गॉट यू, यू हैव गॉट ए, एंड ही इज आस्किंग 7th second में कितना डिस्टेंस ट्रैवल होगा. दे हैव गिवन यू द वैल्यू ऑफ एन. एन 7th है. अब ए आपने पहले ढूंढ लिया है, दो इक्वेशनों से यू भी ढूंढ लिया है, तो आपको टोटल डिस्टेंस पता लग जाएगा 7th second में जो ट्रैवल हुआ है. So note down this numerical by pausing the video, and this is a numerical related to this concept. The concepts we are doing now, we are doing the each one numerical to each these types. So the concepts can be clearly understood to you. Next concept is freely falling body. If the body is falling on the earth only under the impact of gravity, we can say that the body is in free falling state. Body is falling towards the surface of earth only under the impact of gravity. Body is falling toward earth and only force of gravity is acting on it. We can say body is in free falling state. Free falling state. And when body is moving just only under the force of gravity, a constant acceleration will be produced in the body. That means constant acceleration will get produced in the body. So body is moving toward the surface of earth now. The acceleration symbol is represented by, this acceleration is known as acceleration due to gravity. It is represented by g and its value is minus 9.8 meter per second square. This is acceleration due to gravity. So in equation of motion, all equation of motion, the value of a will be represented by minus g. So it would be means three equations of motion are there. V is equal to u plus at, s is equals to ut plus half at square, v square minus u square is equal to 2as, and s nth distance is it's u plus a by 2 and minus 1. So every a will be represented by minus g. V is equals to, now in case of free falling condition, this equation reduces to v is equal to u, not now plus a, it will be minus g now t. So s is equals to ut, plus will not be there, minus half g t square. The third equation will also get reduced. V square minus u square is equals to minus 2gs. So s nth second is u plus minus g by 2 and minus 1. So these equations of motion will get reduced in the numerical. If numerical comes, you have to just introduce minus g in place of a. Note down this important point. Suppose the stone is thrown from a building. So the initial velocity of the stone would be taken as 0. Initial velocity of object that is thrown from a height would be taken as 0. So this is if a numerical says a person throws a stone from building, that means initial velocity, he is holding the stone in his hand, and initial velocity of that stone would be 0. So with time, what happens to this acceleration due to gravity? G is having minus 9.8 meter per second square value. So at every time g will remain the same. So this is the graph of g with respect to t. So next concept is, what happens to increase in t to the velocity? You know that when we are throwing the body under free fall condition, constant acceleration will be there and constant velocity will increase. So this will be the graph of velocity. Velocity go on increasing at a uniform rate with increase in time when it is falling in free falling condition. So this is the graph of g with respect to t. So this is the graph of velocity with respect to t when body is having free fall. So what happens to distance during free fall? Is it increase or decrease? The distance is going to increase in this manner. So this is the graph of distance. As time is increasing, distance is also increasing in free fall condition. So you remember all three these graphs. This is the graph of g with respect to t. This is the graph of velocity with respect to t in free fall. And this is the graph of distance with respect to t in free fall. So next topic is relative velocity. Suppose object A is moving. A is a car. A is moving on road with 60 km per hour. The velocity of A is this. And B is also moving on road. Car B is also moving on road, and the velocity of B is 40 km per hour. Then the velocity of A with respect to B will be known as relative velocity. राम के मान लो 80 नंबर आए हैं, 100 नंबर आए हैं, शाम के 80 आए हैं, तो हम ये कहेंगे राम के 20 नंबर ज़्यादा आए हैं एज़ कम्पेयर टू शाम. तो ये रिलेटिव हो रहा है. दैट इज़ अ कंसेप्ट ऑफ रिलेटिव. सो विद velocity of A as seen by B or velocity of A with respect to B, we can say like this also: velocity of A with respect to B and velocity of A as seen by B is equals to velocity of A minus velocity of B. ये 60 पे चल रहा है, ये 40 पे चल रहा है. ओके, हम देख रहे हैं ये 60 पे चल रहा है. जो B कार के हिसाब से ये 60 पे नहीं चल रहा है, ये 20 पे चल रहा है. तो पता कैसे लगा? 60 माइनस 40, 20 किलोमीटर पर आवर. So this is the relative speed of car A with respect to car B, that is 20. कार A B से कितनी स्पीड से आगे रहेगी? 20 पे आगे रहेगी, क्योंकि 40 तो सेम होगी, 20 ही ज़्यादा है. तो दिस इज द रिलेटिव स्पीड. स्पीड ऑफ कार A as seen by velocity of car A as seen by car B, that is relative velocity. Suppose same car A is moving with 60 km per hour. 60 km per hour. Okay. And B is also moving with 40 km per hour. Same example. And this is road. Okay. And you know this is ground. Ground is at rest. When ground see the velocity of A seen by ground, it will be 60. According to ground he is moving with 60, but according to B he is moving with 20. So velocity of A as seen by ground, this is known as absolute velocity. Absolute velocity. You can say it as absolute velocity VAG or velocity of A, same thing, absolute velocity. So velocity of B as seen by ground, it would be equals to 40 km per hour, or you can say the velocity of B, or this is also absolute velocity. Okay. When you are calculating relative velocity of A with respect to B, you know velocity of A minus velocity of B. What you are calculating? You can write this expression as also as VA can be written as velocity of A seen by ground minus velocity of B seen by ground. So this is VAB. So this is a concept. So relative velocity is the subtraction of two absolute velocities. Okay, like this. You can say this also as velocity of A seen by velocity of ground. Velocity of A as seen by ground. You can also write this as, how you can write this? You can write this as velocity of A minus velocity of ground, and the ground velocity is 0, so it will remain only VA. So it will remain only VA. So this is VA, this is VA. But how it is VA? Velocity of A minus velocity of ground, and the velocity of ground is always 0, so it is velocity of A, like this. So this is the relative velocity formula. In other means eyes, in other perspective, it is like this. So nothing. Relative velocity is the velocity of one object, moving object, with respect to another moving object. So relative velocity is the velocity of moving object with respect to another moving object, like this. So this is important. So this is the concept of relative velocity. Now we will discuss some special cases. Suppose there are two cars which are moving on the road. This is road. There are two cars, car number 2 and this is car number 1. They are some at distance from each other. Suppose it is also moving with 60 km per hour, and it is also moving with 60 km per hour. Suppose this distance is 100 meter. After 1 hour, what will be the distance between them? It would be 100 because they are moving with the same speed. So we will draw the distance time graph for these cars. Suppose two objects are there which are moving with same velocity. Okay, so it is very much clear. So what is the concept? It's very much clear. Okay, here is distance in meter and here it is time. Okay, and you know there is some separation between them. Okay, suppose it is separation is 100 meter. 100 meter, you know there is a separation. When car move means the as the time passes, the distance will also increase. The distance will go on increasing. Graph will be like this. Okay, this is car number 1, suppose car number suppose 2, and car number 1 will, as the time increases, the distance of car number will also increase, car number 1. So the distance time graph of both the cars will be parallel lines. They will not never meet each other, so they will be parallel lines if they are moving with same velocity. So what this suggests, as the time increases, the distance is increasing. As the time increases, distance is, but the gap between both the car remain the same. So this is the first case when cars are moving with the same velocity. Second concept. Case number 2. Two cars are there, but they are moving with the different speeds. Car number 1 is there, suppose, and car number 2 is there. Car number 2 is moving with 100 km per hour, and car number 1 is moving with 40 km per hour. It is obvious that car number 2 will cover more distance in same time and car number 1 will cover less distance, and the gap between the two cars go on increasing as the time increases. So what will be the shape of graph? The shape of graph will be like this. Here it will be time. So car number 2 is moving with very high speed, so its slope will be sharp like this. Its slope will be sharp. Car number 2, it is covering more distance in very less time. Okay, so this will be the distance. It will be fast, and there is already a gap, so we have to start the graph from car here. We have to show some gap, and it would be slower, and slow slope is like this, you know, car number 1. So they will never meet. So this is the distance in meter. So this is the graph of two cars which are moving with different speeds in the same direction. Car 2 is also moving towards Pakta Paika, and car 1 is also moving towards Pakta Paika. Here both car 1 and car 2 are moving toward the Pakta Paika but with the same speed. So case number 3. So now remember these 2 points. Point number 1 and point number 2. You have to remember them. This can be asked in an exam. There are two objects, one object and second object. It's having a velocity VA and it's having a velocity VB. It's moving in this direction and it's moving in this direction. Suppose we are taking the velocity in this direction as positive. So it is having positive velocity, it is also having positive velocity. If car is moving in this direction, we are taking velocity positive. If car is moving in this direction, we are taking velocity negative. But both our cars, they are moving in same direction. In this direction, we are taking it positive. So what is the relative velocity of B with respect to A? So what is the velocity? You know, velocity of B minus velocity of A. So this is the relative velocity of two objects which are moving on the road in the same direction. So this is the relative velocity. Now point changes. Car 2 is moving in this direction with a velocity VB. So we will take it as positive because in this direction we are taking positive. But car 1 is moving in this direction, opposite direction. So in this direction we will take the velocity as a negative. Because velocity is having a direction. In one direction we are taking positive, in another direction we have to take it as negative. Okay. because we will consider only one direction of measurement. So what is the relative velocity of B with respect to A? So velocity of first minus velocity of second. So what is the velocity of first or B, and what is the velocity of second? Minus VA. So we have put the formula first minus second, minus minus plus, so VB plus VA. So this will give the relative velocity of B with respect to A. The whole scenario changes. Look at the 2 points, VB minus VA, VB plus VA. When two objects are moving in the same direction, then relative velocity is this. When two objects are moving in different direction, then relative velocity is this. Same way, if we want to calculate the velocity of A with respect to B, so what will be there? First velocity minus second velocity. It is very simple. But here it is different. Suppose we want to calculate the velocity of A with respect to B. You know, first velocity minus second velocity. So first velocity is negative. VA is negative. So minus second velocity, and what set is second velocity? Second velocity is positive. So plus minus minus. So minus VA. Minus VA minus VB is equal to velocity of A with respect to B. So velocity of B with respect to A is this, but the velocity of A with respect to B is this when two objects are moving on the road in opposite direction. When they are moving in opposite direction, you have to take this velocity as positive and take this velocity as negative. There is no rule. You can take this as positive, this as negative, but in one direction you have to take it positive, and in another direction you have to take it negative. So this is all for today. This lesson has been completed. Motion in a straight line is completed with this topic. Relative velocity is the last topic. So we will be next starting vectors. So I will be sending some 5 or 10 numericals. 5 to 10 will be ratio, which will be related to the concepts that have been discussed by us. So you have to do that numericals and revise these concepts and make notes and send the solution of those numericals done by you as homework. So hope you enjoyed today's lecture. Thank you. Have a nice day.